Welcome to SAU Magazine, a weekly news program coming to you from Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.
This is the Southern Arkansas University News Brief. I'm Amanda Weber.
And I'm Brandy Beerbaum.
Governor Mike Huckabee is this year's commencement speaker. The ceremony takes place Friday, May 14th at 7:30 p.m. at Wilkins Stadium. Huckabee has been governor of Arkansas since the resignation of Jim Guy Tucker in 1996. The governor's major issue recently has been working out a K-12 school consolidation plan in the wake of the Lakeview State Supreme Court case. Public institutions like SAU could lose substantial funding as a result.
A Mule Rider All-American signs a National Football League free agent contract. Senior Jordan Babineau agreed to a 2-year contract with the Seattle Seahawks. Babineau is a first-team All-Gulf South Conference cornerback. He was also named NCAA Division II Special Teams Player of the Year. Published reports out of Seattle indicate the Seahawks will sign as many as 10 free agents. After attending minicamp this week, Babineau returns to SAU for final exams and graduation as a broadcast journalism major.
The SAU Teacher Fair offers employment opportunities to education majors. The Employment Resource Center is sponsoring the annual Teacher Fair from 1 to 4 p.m. on Wednesday in the Bruce Center. Representatives from schools and the Arklatex will be on campus to discuss employment possibilities in the public school systems. Education majors are encouraged to attend and to bring multiple copies of their resumes. Students interested in alternative licensure are also invited.
The Agriculture Department is hosting a high school FFA event. This Friday, the state career development events for dairy cattle, forestry, and horse judging will be held at the Columbia County Fairgrounds. The Agriculture Department would like to remind everyone that it is important to give these high school students a positive experience while on campus. Growth in agriculture has been such that it may become a separate college at SAU in the near future.
Spanish students are participating in a summer program in Mexico. Southern Arkansas University and other institutions are offering an opportunity for students to immerse themselves in Spanish culture. It is a summer program in partnership with the Center for Bilingual and Multicultural Studies in Mexico. The program is sponsored by the Department of English and Foreign Languages. Dr. Elba Birmingham Picorni is the coordinator of the program and is happy to see the experiences that will benefit from it.
The Area 15 Special Olympics took place on Saturday at Panther Stadium in Magnolia. There were more than 250 athletes competing in a variety of track and field events. SAU organizations were on hand to greet, cheer, and keep statistics. Area Director Sarah Carrington says the athletes look forward to the events every year and they couldn't do it without the help of volunteers. Some of the athletes will compete in the state games at Harding University in May. This has been a Southern Arkansas University News Brief. I'm Brandy Beerbaum.
And I'm Amanda Weber.
With an SAU profile, I'm Amanda Smith. Julie Nooner is a theater student from Morrilton, Arkansas. She started performing theater in high school and decided to pursue it further in college. Julie chose to attend Southern Arkansas University because of the well-rounded theater education she could receive. In her 4 years at SAU, Julie has been heavily involved in all theater productions, doing both technical work and acting. She has designed costumes, makeup, and stage managed, among other things. Julie has had acting roles in many plays, including Eleemosynary, Schoolhouse Rock Live, and The Curious Savage. After her graduation in May, Julie will be working as a touring actor with a professional theater company in New Hampshire. With an SAU profile, I'm Amanda Smith.
SAU Sports, I'm Tammy Iverson.
And I'm Nick Davis.
The Mule Rider baseball team dropped to 20th in the latest collegiate baseball NCAA Division II poll. The Riders dropped 2 out of 3 games to the UCA Bears. The losses knocked SAU out of a share of the Gulf South Conference West Division lead. SAU will try and rebound this week with games against Paul Quinn University on Thursday and the conference finale against Christian Brothers on Saturday. The Riders will then play in the conference tournament, which will be held next week in Millington, Tennessee.
Steve Goodhart, who built the SAU baseball program into a national power, will be honored on Saturday at the Mule Rider baseball field. Goodhart coached the Riders for 23 years before retiring last May. A short ceremony will be held prior to the Southern Arkansas Christian Brothers Go South Conference West Division doubleheader, in which Goodhart's jersey will be retired.
Many of Goodhart's former players and assistant coaches are expected to attend Saturday's celebration. Among those in attendance will be Mike Godfrey, the coach hired to replace Goodhart. During his career, 50 of Goodhart's players signed professional baseball contracts. Another former player, Allard Bayard, is general manager of the Kansas City Royals. Goodhart remains at SAU as a member of the faculty.
In softball, the University of Arkansas Monticello squeaked by the Lady Riders 1-0 in conference action this weekend. The Cotton Blossoms scored the only run of the game in the final inning. The loss dropped the Lady Riders to 13-10 in conference play and 23-17 overall. The Lady Riders will try and regroup as they travel to Meridian, Mississippi for the Gulf South Conference Tournament this weekend. SAU Sports, I'm Nick Davis.
And I'm Tammy Iverson.
With commentary, I'm Brian Jones.
And I'm Calvin McGee.
With summer just weeks away, have you noticed how some professors are piling on the homework?
It seems that in every class, some sort of presentation or paper is due at the last minute.
There are certain criteria each professor has to cover in his or her class.
Are they scrambling to get all of their objectives checked off at the last minute?
This is fine because no one ever said college would be easy.
Do some professors think we students are slacking off?
In reality, this is far from true.
Students are simply trying to balance their time between all of their classes.
We do not want to fail any one class because this would be a waste of our time and money.
Remember, we have to study for final exams, which means additional study time.
Like they said in the movie Apollo 13, failure is not an option.
Unless you view a fast food restaurant as a long-term career.
With commentary, I'm Brian Jones.
And I'm Calvin McGee.
With an SAU police log, I'm Angie Loomis. According to the student newspaper, The Bray, a student reported to UPD that her book was stolen while she was in Overstreet Hall last Friday. The student left her book unattended for a short moment in one of the classrooms used to teach chemistry, and when she returned, it was missing. According to Detective Donald Ray of UPD, the book has been sold back to Ryder Books. Ray says, "I thought this would be an easier case. However, the suspect used a fake name and social security number when he sold the stolen book to Ryder Books." Ryder Books is now taking steps to ensure that this doesn't happen again. Detective Ray stated that Ryder Books will soon use a scanner to scan student ID cards and a database to store the information. Students will not be allowed to sell back books without their student ID card. Ray says this will help stop some book thefts. The whole job of law enforcement is to try to prevent thefts and other crimes from happening. Magnolia Fire Department extinguishes a car fire in the Immaculate Heart of Mary parking lot next to Fireball Express 2 on Jackson Street around 7 p.m. Monday evening. Derek Avery, an SAU criminal justice major and dispatcher for Magnolia Police Department, spotted the Datsun 280Z in the parking lot with smoke coming from under the hood and called Central Dispatch on the radio. Speculations are that the fire was electrical. Officers at SAU are state certified by the Arkansas Law Enforcement Training Academy and possess full powers of arrest. SAU officers continue to receive training after certification to increase their expertise and professionalism. To report campus crime or if suspicious activities appear to be taking place, contact the University Police Department at 235-4100. That's 235-4100. With an SAU police log, I'm Angie Loomis.
College Newswire. I'm Lornell Senegal. The University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff is fighting computer viruses. There have recently been several instances of computer infection. The chief causes of these infections are anonymous emails, visitation to unknown websites, pop-ups, and downloading music or files from the internet. To avoid further damage from viruses, the UAPB Technical Services Department is providing students with simple pointers to ensure proper computer and network performance. Lyon College in Batesville dedicates a science and mathematics center. Construction of the 61,000 square foot facility was completed in December. It will serve all Lyon College students and house the anthropology, biology, chemistry, computer science, mathematics, and psychology programs. Construction of the $12 million Derby Center was funded through several sources, including a fundraising campaign that collected more than $90 million. During the dedication ceremony, Lion President Dr. Walter Roker thanked all who made the Derby Center possible. College Newswire, I'm Lornell Senegal.
With this week's entertainment news, I'm Ross Sims.
And I'm Dallas Sims.
SAU's concert and jazz bands perform their final concert of the year at 7:30 p.m. on Thursday. The bands will present a variety of music in both traditional and contemporary styles. The concert is free and open to the public. The concert and jazz band perform a number of concerts during the academic year.
The Department of Music will host its 10th annual Masterworks Festival at 7 p.m. on Saturday at the First United Methodist Church in Magnolia. The Masterworks Festival is free and open to the public. For more information, contact Dr. Alan Clements.
The Department of Theater and Mass Communication invites the public to an afternoon with encore and dance workshop on Tuesday. The events start at 12:45 and last until 3 p.m. The events are free and open to the public. For more information, contact Judy Vassar, Assistant Professor of Theater. The group performs at regional high schools each semester.
Members of the SAU community participate in a fundraising event. There are tickets for sale to raise for the Columbia County Single Parent Scholarship Fund. If you are interested, please call Kathleen Mallory at 235-4214. The dinner will be at the Paddle Wheel Restaurant at $10 per plate, eat in or carry out, Monday 5 to 8 p.m. You can also contact Ruth Skinner at 235-4200. That's the Columbia County Single Parent Scholarship Fund.
The annual International Student Association banquet is scheduled for Saturday from 6 to 8 p.m. Tickets may be purchased from any international student, and they can be delivered to you. Tickets are $5 for students, staff, and faculty, and $10 for community members.
Another food-related item, the volleyball team is selling coupons for $10. They are redeemable for a buy one, get one free special at Magnolia Pizza Hut. And that's this week's entertainment news.
The SAU Broadcast Journalism degree program features a wide variety of professional experiences.
Students are responsible for producing and marketing radio and television programs each semester.
SAU Magazine, a radio news program, is available to stations in Arkansas and bordering states.
The SAU Report, a television interview program, is available to cable systems in Southwest Arkansas and Northeast Texas.
More than a dozen courses are offered in the SAU Broadcast Journalism degree program.
Writing, reporting, and hands-on experiences are stressed in these courses.
In addition, graduating students are more perceptive analysts of mass communication and broadcast journalism.
They are very competitive in the job field and for opportunities as graduate students.
Information about the Broadcast Journalism degree program can be found on the internet at saumag.edu.
That's saumag.edu for an excellent educational opportunity.
With this week's SAU calendar, I'm Jonathan Wolf. On Saturday, the Mule Rider football team will have their final scrimmage of the spring at 10 a.m. It will be at Wilkins Stadium. At noon, the Rider baseball team plays a doubleheader against Christian Brothers University at the Baseball Diamond. The 2004 Murphy Lecture will be held on Monday. It will take place at 10 a.m. at Harton Theater with guest speaker Terry Savage. SGA Traffic Appeals Court meets at 4 p.m. and a leadership recognition and awards banquet will be held. On Tuesday, May 4th, the Student Activities Board meets at 5:30 and the Residence Hall Association meets at 6 p.m. Wednesday, student refunds are available. The Interfraternity Council meets at 5:30 p.m. and the Student Government Association meets at 6:30. Thursday, the Panhellenic Council meets at 5:30 p.m. with its banquet at 7. On Friday, the College of Business holds its awards banquet. And that's this week's SAU calendar.
SAU Magazine is a production of broadcast journalism students in the Department of Theater and Mass Communication at Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.